If you have watched any of Ali Abdaal's video, then you might have seen this smooth text animation. Have you ever wondered how they have made that? So today I'm going to show you how you can make this kind of smooth text animation in Adobe Premiere Pro. Yes, of course, you need to take help from Adobe After Effects, but trust me, the process is very simple. After watching this video, you will be master of making this kind of smooth text animation. So without any further ado, let's get started. So welcome to Adobe Premiere Pro. Here is the intro part that you have just seen. So let's make the text animation. You can use the text panel to transcribe the video so that you can have an idea about what actually the speaker is speaking, right? So here I want to just make, then you might have seen this small text animation. Have you ever wondered how they have made that? So I want to include this part. So what I can do, I can simply write it down here, or I can make a caption track and then I can convert it. So I'll not bother to do that. I'll just normally write the text here. So this is the text that I want to write, and you can just play it back and hear how long the duration of the text that you want. So I'll just play it back. This smooth text animation. Have you ever wondered how they have made that? So I'll just increase the duration of the text layer this much. Now the thing is that from Adobe Premiere Pro you can set your font and font size, and then you can send it to After Effects, or you can do it in After Effects totally. So I'll just do it in Adobe Premiere Pro. If I go to Properties panel, I can select the text and I can select my font. You can select a font of your choice, and then you can just make it center aligned to look it a little bit cooler and align it perfectly in the center. And then you can just click here and here to perfectly set the text in the middle. And then you can just go here and then you can increase the text size. Before doing that, you can just distribute the text in different lines like that. And then again, I can make 2 lines here. Now I can just increase the text size overall. So in Ali Abdaal's video, you might have seen the text size is a little bit bigger, right? So you can just select and then you can increase the font size as much as you want, and then you can just center align it. Now we need to send it to Adobe After Effects to animate it. So if I just right click and then I can replace with After Effects composition, I can click here. Then the Premiere Pro text will be sent to Adobe After Effects, and from there you can do the animation and adding the background. So by default, when you set the first composition to Adobe After Effects, it will ask for a name. So select the folder where you want to save it, and then you can give it a name, then save. It will automatically make a composition for you. So here the problem is the text is in this composition, so you have to double click the composition to enter to the text layer, and from here you can animate the text. First I will add a background. So if I just right click and then new, then solid, you can add any background that you like. I'll just add a white background. So as I have set the background color white, if I just drag the background beneath that text layer, the text is not visible, so I need to change the text color. You can use any text color that you like. I'll just keep it maybe a shade of blue from here, and then okay. To make the background a little bit interesting, we can add another element that Ali Abdaal do in his video, right? So I can just click outside of these 2 layers to deselect the text and background, and then if I go to the pen, I can just click and draw a random line just like that, and then I can set it like that. Now we have to disable the fill color. So if I go to fill and then I can disable the fill color, and then I have to increase the stroke size maybe this much, and from here I can enable rounded line cap and rounded join. Here is our line. We can just click and drag it and place it in the middle of this 2 layer, and I can change the color. So click here and then just use a darker shade of white. Now let's animate this line. So if I go here, then add, I can add trim path. So we'll animate the trim path from here. So if I go here and then I can, in the beginning, I can just decrease the end and then I can add a keyframe, and then here I can add another keyframe and make it 100%. Now select the two keyframe and press F9 on your keyboard, and then go to the graph editor, select it, and then just click and drag it. Now if I play it back, you will see the line is animating. Yeah, it's looking cool, right? Now let's animate the text. The process is very simple. Select the text layer and click here on this arrow, and from the animate you can add position, and again here on the animator section you can add opacity. So these are the properties we are going to animate. Go to at the beginning of your composition, and from here you can decrease the opacity. So we'll start from opacity 0, and then you can change the position. So for me, I will animate the text from the right section. So if I just change the position, I can do it. And there, if I go to here on the range selector, I can add a keyframe for this section, which is start. And then if I go maybe here, I can add another keyframe, and then I can increase this start. So it is animating automatically, right? If I play it back, you'll see the characters are revealing. So we want to have smooth word by word animation. So to do that, you have to go here in the advanced section, and from this section you have to select based on words instead of characters. Once you do that, if you play it back, you'll see the animation is happening and it is looking cool. You can manipulate the keyframe. You can change the position of the keyframe to make it slower. If you want to make it fast, you can do it just like that. And in this way, you can sync the animation with your lip sync or with your audio file, right? I'll just keep it maybe this much speed. And here you will see there are some properties. You can add smoothness. You can add ease high. I'll just decrease the ease high maybe 10 to 15%. So you can play with this value and see which one work for you best. So if you go back to Adobe Premiere Pro, you'll see all the animation, all the backgrounds and whatnot we have added in Adobe After Effects is carried out here in Adobe Premiere Pro. So if we play it back, you might have seen this smooth text animation. Have you ever wondered how they have made that? So it's very simple, right? Now you know how you can make Ali Abdaal style smooth text animation in Adobe Premiere Pro using Adobe After Effects. And just play with Adobe After Effects. Try to understand different panels, and I think after doing that for a couple of times, you will be very used to with Adobe After Effects. Yes, of course, you can save the process in Adobe After Effects as a preset so that you don't need to do it every single time. How you can do that? You can go Adobe After Effects and there go to the text layer, and from here select the animator 1 and then go to the animation and then click save animation preset. You can name it maybe Ali Abdaal text animation, and then if you save it, I can just remove the animator 1. So this is a plain text. If I play it back, you'll see the text is plain, there isn't any animation. So where you place the playhead, the preset will be applied from that point. So I'll just take it in the beginning, and then if I go to my effects and preset panel, there you'll see animation preset. From here you can just click here user preset, and from there select Ali Abdaal text animation and click and drag it on top of your text. So now if I play it back, you'll see the animation is happening. So for any other text, you can just click and drag it on top of your text so that you don't need to do it every single time. So that is all for today. I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video and learned something new from this one, you can give me a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, want to learn Adobe Premiere Pro video editing, or if you want to know about different filmmaking gear accessories, then you can subscribe to this channel to get more awesome video just like this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, goodbye.